Last time on Shadow Piece, news about the world were being revealed as the Strawhat Pirates and Sanji continued with their daily lives. Olympus and the Yonta Maria fleet set course for Elbaf. Soon, 3 of the 5 sins will be on the island of giants. Maria and his crew, however, are on the path to meet another member of the Fleet of Death. This time, it isn't one of the sins though. And yet, depending on how you look at it, that man could be the strongest member of the Fleet of Death. With a huge ship like the Thriller Bark, they don't need to think about hiding it. After all, it is just impossible. If this island was officially part of the Thriller Bark's territory, there would be no problem at all. But for strategic reasons, the connection between the two parties was kept a secret. After throwing down the gigantic anchor of the island-sized ship, the inhabitants start setting foot on the island. To no one's surprise, a mass panic breaks out on the island. Civilians are rushing back to their homes, and alarms are being sounded. A group consisting of a supposedly dead but incredibly dangerous pirate, the Dark Messiah who inherited the fleet, his disciple, a cute floating girl, a skeleton, a young giant, and also an adult giant, well, that would strike fear into anyone. But the citizens of this island are not getting on evacuation ships. They are just returning to their homes, and that is because they have full trust in their king, the man who can bring down a Yonko with a single punch. King Elisabello II and his trusted tactician Dagama are walking towards the invaders of the Holy Prudence Kingdom. After Elisabello returned from Dressrosa, he did many changes to his own kingdom, the biggest being Prudence turning into a religious hotspot and adding holy before its name. For the inhabitants, it was hard to understand, but seeing the king they already loved with even more energy and also performing a lot more good deeds, they couldn't imagine it being a bad thing. Now above the king, a new, even higher position got added, namely the Apostle. But nobody knows who that person is, and the exact name of the religion has also not been announced yet. Elisabello has remained quite vague about it all. To reach the place where the Strawhat Pirates and Sanji are, it takes about 25 minutes from the castle. The king is swinging his arm in preparation for the king punch, and as soon as he stands in front of the Shadow Emperor, he starts talking. Gecko Moria, so the rumors that you were still alive were right. He nods at his tactician before resuming to talk. Back on Dressrosa, I had to rely on you to survive. But with my newfound faith, things have changed. Some of the civilians are standing at the windows of their houses, looking at their king standing confidently and calmly in front of a man with a bounty of over 2 billion berries, and also that man's captain who is arguably even stronger. I will not let you just leave my kingdom. My new and improved King Punch now only needs 30 minutes of charge up, and it has grown powerful enough to knock you all out at the same time. Moria and his crew members just look at each other, laughing wildly. A mere king is trying to stop me? Just like the evil pirates everyone expected, Absalom and the others laughed even more after what their captain just said. Well. I guess you can just turn into one of my zombies, you foolish king. Shadow. Only a minor arm movement is needed to fire off one of his attacks, and just like the name implies, a pure black arrow flies straight at the ruler of the Holy Prudence Kingdom. Elisabello responds in the same tone as Maria. Me? A foolish king? You are the fool, evil pirates, because I have the power of God and the trust of my people on my side. There is a 0% chance I will lose. Isn't that right, Dagama? The Boxing King dodges the shadow attack with a slight head tilt, and as he does, his tactician approves of what he just said. Without any hesitation, he starts charging at the pirates, continuing to dodge more and more shadow arrows. Some of them scrape his body, making him bleed and his citizen worried. They have full faith in their king, but the fear of him potentially losing still resides deep inside of them. The other pirates let their leader deal with the enemy, while they themselves only grin about the situation. As soon as King Elisabello is within the reach of Moria, he starts unleashing his King Punch. In the heart of the Holy Prudence Kingdom, amidst many citizens and the Strawhat Pirates' gazes, a lone figure stands proud, a beacon of unwavering determination and faith even during all this chaos. His name whispered in hushed tones by all of his subjects, a legend forged over decades. Many know him as King Elisabello II, but another name used for him is the Master of the King Punch, and also the Royal Yonko Slayer. As the tension hangs thick in the air, the king of the nation assumes his stance, a testament to all the hard and painful training he went through since that time on Dressrosa. His muscles coiled like steel springs, every sinew primed to unleash devastation upon the intruder Gecko Moria. The anticipation of the king's punch made everyone sweat, even the person who ate the devil fruit based on a goddess. It almost feels like one person by themselves is creating the energy of a clash between two Yonko, Absalom explains in a shocked tone. With a deep, steadying breath, the king's gaze locks onto the Shadow Emperor, more onion than man, but an abyss of darkness can still be felt from him. His very presence seems to eclipse the sun. Despite all that, Elisabello doesn't show a single sign of fear himself. Instead, only a fierce determination and a simple smile burning bright like the sun that is being blocked by Maria. A true warrior of liberation. In one fluid motion, the warrior king's arm surges forward, propelled by the raw power of his unyielding spirit. The air starts crackling with electricity, like only possible with advanced conqueror's haki, as his fist rushes towards the invading pirates. A comet streaking across the heavens with unstoppable force. That is what the new and improved King Punch is. Time seems to stand still as the magnificent technique found its target. A cataclysmic collision that could not even be dodged by the advanced observation haki of Gecko Moria. This attack sends shockwaves rippling through the battlefield. The impact is like hundreds of thunders, a deafening sound that echoes across the entire island. The very ground trembles beneath the weight of the blow, showing the sheer magnitude of its force. For a fleeting moment, everyone in the Holy Province Kingdom seems to hold their breath, as if in awe of the raw power unleashed by Elisabello's King Punch. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the moment passed, leaving behind only an endless path of destruction, leading all the way to the ocean, and Gecko Moria holding his stomach, slowly stumbling backwards before falling on his back, defeated. All of his crew members react shocked by the unbelievable spectacle. The king stands victorious, and the pirates are left with nothing else but terror inside of them. Elisabello starts raising the fist he just used to knock out the powerful pirate, being bathed in the light of triumph. The day the legend of the most powerful king got elevated even higher. Many people just get the title of legend after their death, but in this moment a living legend was born, showing that even a single man can protect an entire country, a show of power of the human spirit to even overcome the greatest odds. As the winner of this confrontation, King Elisabello is the first to speak up. You filthy pirates, this is the power of someone with something to protect. Don't even think about running away. Follow me to my castle, and let the apostle judge your sins. Seeing Maria defeated on the ground, the Strawhat Pirates have no choice. How is one supposed to face a punch like this? It's just impossible. Even Pyro would cower in front of Elisabello. Bronya picks up her captain, and they follow the Royal Yonko Slayer. Both Dagama and Elisabello are smiling, and seeing their king and his tactician act like this, in the face of some of the strongest pirates in the world, makes the citizen of Province proud to live on this island. With this, a new arc has begun. Just like One Piece's very simple arc names, I did the same. Welcome to the Holy Province Kingdom arc. This time we got to re-encounter King Elisabello II. But this reunion went in a different direction that surprised us all. I think at least. So the rumors about the King Punch were true, and now we will have to follow the Strawhat Pirates as they deal with the consequences. I hope you will enjoy this arc. Maybe write some predictions on what might happen in the comments. But for now, that is all from me for today. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. I apologize for the echo. Pyro out. Bye!